Welcome to June's Block of the Month, where we're working on our birthday present block. And this is a fun and easy block, isn't it, Gina?
Yes, it is. And so what we're doing is we will be making 6 of them. We're going to show you how to finish. We're finishing our last one. And so we're cutting instructions. These are the cutting instructions for one block.
And we've got all different colors. You can see what we've done or do something on your own, but it's a lot of fun to have different colors.
It is. So you'll want 2 squares. One out of white and one out of a color that is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 inches. Then you'll want 2 out of the white, 1 1/2 inches by 3 1/2 inches. One strip that is 1 1/2 inches by 8 1/2 inches. And this is your strip that's going through the middle of the present. And then the other one is cut 1 1/2 inches by 18 inches.
Across.
Yes.
Okay.
And then of course you'll want the 2 strips here, which we will show how you'll cut those, but those are 4 inches by 18 inches.
All right.
Okay, so the first thing we'll want to do is do this little bow at the top.
Okay.
So we're going to take, and I'm going to, you can either mark with a pencil from corner to corner, but I actually like to press. I feel like it's quicker. So whatever method you prefer, but we're going to create these half square triangles. So once this is pressed like this, you'll take, and with right sides together, we're going to sew 1/4 inch on either side of this press line to create the 2 half square triangles.
All right, let's take it to the machine and we'll sew. So we sewed our 1/4 inch on each side of our marked line.
Yes, and so now we're going to cut right on either the pressed line or your pencil line. And then I'll press these.
So we're working on these 2 pieces right here. And then after we finish those, we're just going to add those to the end.
Exactly. Okay, so you're going to square these up to 3 1/2 by 3 1/2.
And I really like to use a smaller ruler to do these. And I like to use the center line.
And place that diagonal line, if you place that right on your stitching line. And then of course Cindy's measuring 3 1/2 inches here and 3 1/2 inches here. And then she's going to square up.
Instead of squaring up all the way around, you just do 2 sides. It makes it so much easier.
It's a lot quicker.
Let's see.
There's one. Let's get the other one.
Let's see, 3 1/2. And I like it has these little right angles to do your very corner edge. That makes it nice. I just do a hair inside.
All right, so now you're going to sew these 2 together. So let's make sure we've got our little present bow going here. And then at the same time, let's put these on either end.
Okay.
All right.
I'll take these and sew and put these there and there. Okay.
Okay. You'll see what a good job Cindy's done by creating this 1/4 inch here. So she nestled these together, and then you went across, caught that so that when we sew, we'll be able to have this little point right here.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'll press this. The next thing we want to do is sew this 1 1/2 inch strip by 18 1/2 inch strip in between both of these 2 long pieces.
Right.
To create 2 sections like this.
While you're pressing, I will go sew this. Alright, so we have the center.
Alright, so we'll put that aside, and on this one, let's press so that our seams are going to the outside. And let's prepare, we're going to cut this in half actually.
And this is going to be the center section.
So that's kind of, you don't won't use all that, right? Okay, so once we've got this all pressed, we'll want to cut this right in half. So let's take it, do a finger press. It's 18, it should be 18 inches. And so what you'll do is cut it right at 9 inches.
Okay.
So
that's about right there, right?
Yep, that's your 9-inch mark. All right, so once we've cut this in half, we're going to stack these. And these should measure about 9 inches, and we need them to measure 8.5. So let's take a 1/4 inch off each side. And so if you stack them exactly even, you'll be able to take that 1/4 inch here and 1/4 inch here. Not quite, you can see how it's uneven. But you want this to measure 9 inches by 8.5 inches.
Okay, just measure that. Just gonna flip that there and just get that 1/4 inch. Make sure that's even.
All right, now we're ready to place this piece. And so this, right in between these two. That should be.
Great, easy enough.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, a little tip that we learned: in order to line these up, you might want to pin one of the edges when you're going to put the centerpiece in. So we'll press this.
Okay.
Place that on top. And make sure that's centered. Yeah, make sure that's centered.
So we can center our bow, maybe stick a little pin in it. Right, let's go finish up.
Okay.
Look how cute that turned
It
out.
is, and let me press this down.
We'll pull all our other blocks out. It's so much fun to have different colored presents. And everyone likes presents at a birthday party.
Yes,
So
and
these will look great
how
on our
fun the
birthday
colors
quilt.
are.
So thanks for joining us for our present block of the month. Next month we will be working on banners. So join us.